In a world that rushes, it's time to pause, to listen, to feel, to find your cause. Welcome to Freeman's Verbal Guidance.
Hiya, welcome to the channel, welcome back. Coming from the kitchen today. So anyway, I'm Leanne of Lee Freeman Hypnotherapy. I'm a fully qualified advanced clinical hypnotherapist. I also am a law of attraction practitioner, EFT, quantum healing hypnosis. So I've got quite a few diplomas, considering where I come from. All right. So as you can see anyway, by the title of this video, what if your addiction is a blessing in disguise? So whether you're in addiction at the moment or you've come through addiction, it doesn't matter. You know, well done either way. I mean, well done if you've come through it and you've got there. You'll probably understand where I'm coming from when I say that your addiction may have been a blessing in disguise. And to those out there that are still struggling, just remember this, all right? You're not broken. You're not broken. You can get there. You can get through, all right? You can get through. And when you do get through and you look back at things, you may literally turn around and say, oh, yeah, that was actually a blessing in disguise. I mean, my situation, if I hadn't have been an alcoholic, you know, I wouldn't be where I am now today. I probably wouldn't have my son free, walking free, you know. So I'll explain a little bit of my story. So when I was really, really young, so this is a bit to do with the connection as well of the brain and your thinking. There is no time limit on your thinking. So when I was younger, I used to, sorry, I've just grabbed my tea. I used to want to live in Devon or Cornwall because I used to see the pictures of Torquay, which was really nice. It was the right up and coming place for people. And I was having a little bit, the pictures were beautiful. And I wanted to move to Devon or Cornwall. I couldn't. I was stuck in Hackney. You know, I had kids. I was an alcoholic. That was eventually later on. However, it come to a point when I'd had enough of drinking. I was sick of it, absolutely sick of it. And I went to see my key worker, who I was in a refuge at the time as well. So I went to see my key worker. I said to her, I can't do this no more. And they started the process of getting me into a rehab. And 12 weeks later, I was called into the office. They'd said to me, we've got a place in rehab for you. We've got two choices. One was in Stroud and the other one was in Plymouth. And my first reaction to them, well, it'll have to be Plymouth because my pub is just down the road from Stroud. You know, literally 20 minutes away. So if anything had gone wrong in that rehab at the time, I probably would have left and I would have gone down to the pub that I used to run, and it wouldn't have been a good thing. So I chose Plymouth. That's how I ended up being in Devon and Cornwall, inadvertently, not knowing that it was going to take me being an alcoholic to get there. So, yeah, that's how it kind of worked out. Me getting here to Plymouth, I had to go rehab, which in effect fulfilled my dream of wanting to move to Devon or Cornwall, because I'm actually now right on the border of Devon and Cornwall. It's amazing. If I go to the end of my street here and I just kind of look over like that, I can see Cornwall all over there. So it is a beautiful place. It is a beautiful place. And what I mean is you can literally change your life if you want to, but you've got to be wanting to, you know. So anyway, this little drop of me tea. I told you I ended up looking like a tea bag. But anyway, no one. So yeah, I got to Plymouth 16 and a half years ago. It was January 2010. And I got here, I'd done 7 months in rehab. And then I got out, and about a few weeks later, my daughter, my second child, my daughter, she'd come down to Plymouth to live with me. She was 14 years old. She had been getting in a lot of trouble in London. She was being pulled into the wrong crowd. You can almost guarantee if I'd stayed in London, if I hadn't sorted out my alcohol, I would have been dead anyway. But she would have gone down the wrong path, and it wouldn't have been nice. I know that. So anyway, she come up here when she was 14, and she's been all right. She's sorted herself out. She's got 4 kids now. She's grown up. She's 30 years old. Anyway, and then my son, my middle one. So I've got 4 kids. I've got a son, then that daughter, and then this son that I'm talking about, and I've got another daughter. I'm talking about my middle ones. So my son come down here when he was about 14. He was here for a while. He was in school. He started getting in a bit of trouble. So I sent him back to London to live with my mum. And then when he turned 16, he came back to Plymouth. And I promise you this, I thank my lucky stars that he did. Because it was about 2 or 3 years later, when my son was probably 18 or 19, that 3 of his friends that he grew up with in school, they was arrested, charged, and jailed for murder. And my son was all the way down here. And if I hadn't have been an alcoholic, my son could possibly have been involved with them people. Yeah, I am truly, truly, truly grateful to being an alcoholic, to therefore having to go to rehab, to therefore having my 2 middle children come down here and their lives be saved and absolutely changed. You know, so I just wanted to kind of give that little story out there that no matter what you're going through with alcohol or depression or any addiction, I mean, mine was alcohol, so I'm talking about any addiction, you know, you can overcome it. And there will probably become a time when you look back and you realise that your addiction was actually your blessing in disguise. You know, I'm as happy as Larry as I am now. I've got loads of grandchildren. Yeah, I've got 13 grandchildren now. It's amazing. I'm truly, truly blessed. Truly, truly blessed. And that's why I say that I am very grateful for my addiction, because I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have to go through it. You know, if you do need any help, if you want any help, I deal with all kinds of addictions. I specialise in addictions. So anything, alcohol, drugs, gambling, porn, them things, them drinks, the energy drinks, vaping, smoking, any kind of addictions. I also deal with anxiety, stress, PTSD, loads and loads and loads of issues, all right? So if you do want to have a little chat with me or anything like that, you know, you can go to leefreemanhypnosis.com. You will find my details there. You can also go over to my other channel, which is Lee Freeman Hypnotherapy on YouTube. I've got some recordings there of my hypnosis. They're not hypnotherapy, they're hypnosis. There's a difference. What I have on my Lee Freeman Hypnotherapy channel is recordings to kind of give you a bit of quiet space, just to kind of talk to your mind, let you relax down, meditation, if you want to call it that way. Hypnotherapy is actually a totally different thing. It's more of a one-on-one. We build a good rapport with each other. It's a one-on-one. It's a much more in-depth thing. You know, I know we've had a lot of bad publicity recently, you know, with Mr. Tit Whisperer and that, but we're not like that. Although I do have some defence, again, of it. I'm not a fan of him at all. But Mr. Zach, I'm not a fan, whatever. However, our brain is a very, very powerful tool. And there is things we can help the brain to imagine, to see, and to accomplish. All right? But anyway, I'm going to leave that video there. I've been mucking about all weekend with Canva, putting a little intro video together, which you may have seen. Please let me know what you think about it, because I'm learning. I'm still learning all this. I've had the kids here all weekend, so I've, in between cooking and doing things, I've been putting little things together. But I will try and get a video out there, or I will see if I can get a video out there. I shouldn't use the word try, but I will get a video out there Monday to Friday, at least 5 days a week. Let's go for 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. I can't guarantee on the time they'll be released, but anyway, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.